Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to explore another movie. It's a Wonderful Life. Ooh, it came out in 1946. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Family drama and fantasy. Let's get into it. I do believe it's a Christmas vibe, and I do believe that's why somebody picked it for a personal movie tier. So let's explore for the first time, and I do believe it's black and white. We are iffy about the black and white movies because we're not used to it. But we're gonna see if we enjoy this movie. Make sure you guys put your comments down below, of course. Let's see if we have the same reaction, the same feelings, and at the end, you're gonna get the whole recap through my eyes. And what would I rate it? Let's talk about it or ignore it. Make sure you guys put your comments down below.
I owe everything to George Bailey.
George is a good guy. Give him a break, God.
I love him, dear Lord. Watch over him tonight.
George going through a lot.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
Looks like we'll have to send someone down. That's why I came to see you, sir. It's that clockmaker's turn again. Because you know, sir, he's got the IQ of a rabbit.
Joseph, send for Clarence.
It's a little iffy, but we're gonna go along with it.
At exactly 10:45 p.m. Earth time, that man will be thinking seriously of throwing away God's greatest gift.
Dear, his life.
Clarence, you do a good job with George Bailey, and you'll get your wings.
Oh, thank.
See the town?
Where? I don't see a thing. It's amazing.
If you ever get your wings, you'll see all by yourself.
Oh, wonderful.
Here comes the scare baby, my kid brother, Harry Bailey. I'm not scared.
Not Harry going in.
Jane,
George saved his brother's life that day. Cost him his hearing in that ear.
It's me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey.
You're late.
You cents worth of shoelaces?
She was here first. I'm still thinking.
Help you down. I never saw it before. Of course you never. Only us explorers can get it. And maybe 3 or 4 wives. Wait and see.
Wow, playa. Your son Robert died very suddenly this morning. Everything Papa has done for his comfort stop. We await instructions from the stop. Edward, President Henderson.
Mr. Gower, do you want something? Anything?
Oh. Just wait for him.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and he sits and look at a picture of him.
Mr. Gower, I said...
Oh, get going.
Yes, sir.
She's still thinking.
Fast there, Captain Cook. Where you heading?
Got to see Papa, Billy.
Some other time. I'm not crying, Mr. Potter.
Well, you're begging. That's a whole lot of work. Foreclosed.
I can't do that. These families have children.
They're not my children.
But they're somebody's children.
Hey, that's wrong.
Are you running a business or a charity war? You and that idiot brother of yours to spend for me.
He's not a failure. You
George,
can't see
George.
that. You're the biggest man in town.
I'll talk.
Business is business. Sometimes we have to put the pride to the side.
What did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
What kind of tricks you playing away?
No, he didn't.
Something wrong in those capsules. I know you're on it, B. You got the telegram and you're upset. You put something...
Yeah, I know you're upset, but that has no right to touch you like that or hit you.
Don't hurt my story again.
Oh,
Don't hurt my
no.
story again.
Oh, George. George.
Oh, Mr. Gower, I would never tell anyone.
Man,
An overnight bag.
it's just been a long day.
Combination lock. Who is it?
George Bailey.
Oh, you mean the kid that had his ears slapped back by the druggist?
He grew up.
Ah.
That's my trick here, George. Sound like you said no charge.
That's right.
He said free.
What's my name doing on it here?
Little present from old man Gower.
For the baggage, that's exactly what I want.
Oh, forget it.
He looks happy.
Hope you enjoy it.
I wish I had $1 million. Hi, Ernie.
Hiya, George.
Hi, Bert. George. Hey, I'm a rich tourist today. How about driving me home in style, huh?
Is that the same little girl?
Hey, you look good. That's some dress you got on.
Don't care how I look.
I cannot.
George, Harry, you're shaking the house down. Stop it.
Growing up in little apartments, we definitely know how that feels. People hitting the upstairs, or you have to hit the upstairs with the broom to be quiet because the kids run around, kids being crazy. Yeah, we always lived in apartments, and it was 4 of us, you guys, including my mother. So yeah, but that's all she could afford. I hated it. Oh my gosh.
Up there with them.
But Harry O'Terry's dinner suit. George, that's why all children should be girls.
They carried their mama down.
Annie, I'm in love with you. There's a moon outside.
Now I'm slapping her butt. Harassment.
Me on the old Bailey boarding house.
Oh, tired.
Oh, I had another tussle with Potter today. I thought when we put him on the board of directors, he'd ease up on us a little bit.
Oh, what's eating that old money-grubbing buzzard anyway? What do you mean? It'd be bored to death?
Couldn't want a better death. Lots of pretty girls. We're going to use that new floor tonight, too.
Oh, the worst. Figured out. See, Harry will take my job in the building and loan, work there for 4 years, then he'll go.
You wouldn't consider coming back to the building and loan, would you?
Well,
You don't want to. Why you
Well, Annie, why don't you draw up a chair going on?
Yeah.
I would if I thought I'd hear anything worth listening to.
Because let's talk about this. Came out in 1946. I'm loving the way they're respecting her. You know, when you think of the old days, you think of they disrespect the maids, they disrespect the nannies, and I'm glad they're showing her respect and being nice.
Pooped up for the rest of my life in a shabby little office.
It's a bonus for this movie.
No, I'm sorry, Pop. I didn't mean that.
You're right, son.
You see what I mean, don't you, Pop?
This town is no place for any man unless he's willing to crawl to Potter.
Pop, you want a shock? I think you're a great guy.
Your life is just not for me.
Pop, I think I'll get dressed and go over to Harry's party.
Dad seemed disappointed.
Right to call me. Well, freshman, looks like you're going to make it after all, huh? Hey, Harry, you're the guy I want to see.
Putting a pool under this floor is a great idea. Save this another building. Now, Harry, Sam, have a lot of fun.
Sam,
Harry, good to see you.
do me a favor, will you, George?
What's that?
Will you remember my kid sister, Mary?
Next thing
Was that the one that was waiting?
that's the reason why I came in fourth.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Well,
she's not into it.
My story, see?
Just be on the street almost every day.
me? Ah, there's a little girl named Mary Hatch. That wasn't you.
Get on the floor. Let's go.
Go dancing. Do the stanky leg.
Did you know there's a swimming pool under this floor? And did you know that button behind you causes this floor to open up?
Oh, this is dangerous. That is not funny. That is wicked. Look at all of us dancing. It just put more shine. Oh, they in. They in. Look, they still dancing. Let's jump in too. They can't blame us.
Buffalo girls, can't you come up? Oh, hot dog, just like an organ.
Beautiful.
I told Harry I thought I'd be bored to death. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will say it. How old are you anyway?
18.
Well, it was only last year you were 17. I mean,
I see where this leading to.
you just... Oh, you're a caboose, me lady.
You may kiss my hand. Down the street, down the street.
Okay, then I'll throw a rock at the old Granville house.
Oh, no, don't. I love that old house.
In that place?
We just have to fix it
I
up.
wouldn't live in as a ghost. Now watch. There's right in the second floor there. See? Tomorrow and the next day and next year and a year after that, I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet. What'd you wish, Mary?
Probably to love you. Like, what else?
Moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around
yeah.
and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Am I talking too much?
Yes! Why don't you kiss her instead of tongue her to death?
Show you some kissing will put hair back
Oh,
on your
she
head.
naked.
What do you...
She in the bushes or the trees. The flower bush.
This is a very interesting...
Yeah, be a man. Give her a robe.
I'll call the police.
They're way downtown. They'd
Why
be on
would
my
they?
side, too.
Yeah, this is
I'm
assault.
going to scream.
Yeah, now you want to give him my robe.
Your father's had a stroke.
Come on, George, let's hurry.
You got a doctor?
Yeah.
Candle's there now.
Institution and turn its assets and liabilities over to the receiver.
Body gets dirty, considerable. I'll read this next out.
Of Peter Bailey.
Thank you.
It was his faith and devotion that are responsible for this organization.
I'll go further
Why is he trying to always up one?
say, without common sense can ruin this town. Now you
He
take
has money,
this
so I
loan
think he can
here,
talk down on
Attorney
people.
Bishop. Building him a house worth
I guess that was a
$5,000.
lot back then, huh?
What?
No, but really, picture you building a house for $5,000. That is such a lick right now. Like what? Like right now, you can build me a house for $5,000. Okay.
You have all the papers there, his salary, insurance. I can personally vouch for his character. Just a minute. Now, you're right when you say my father was no businessman. I know that. Why he ever started this cheap penny-ante building and loan, I'll never know. But neither you nor anybody else can say anything against his character. You said that what'd you say just a minute ago? They had to wait and save their money before they even thought of a decent home? Well, is it too much to have them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath? Anyway,
Right.
my father didn't think so. You're talking about something you can't get your fingers on, and it's galling you. That's what you're talking about, I know. If only to have some place where people can come without crawling to Potter. Come on.
Potter the one crawling.
They're putting us out of business. So what? I can get another job. I'm only 55.
George, they voted Potter down. They want to keep it going. You can keep him on, that's all right. As secretary, you can hire anyone you like.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving right now. I'm going to school.
But he gave his school money to his brother Harry and sent him to college. He got 4 years older waiting for Harry to come back.
Here.
Waiting to come back.
Fields. Professor now. Old Professor
Why, old George, geographic explorer Bailey. What no, Ruth Dakin.
Ruth Dakin Bailey, if you don't mind.
That's right. Well, I wired you I had a surprise. Here she is. Me.
What am I doing? Congratulations!
Done it, Harry. You...
My father offered him a job.
Oh, we got you in the job. Well, Harry's
a
not
job.
running over.
You've been holding the bag here for 4 years, and well, I won't let you down.
So George just gets stuck in this town.
Job.
Oh, well, my father owns a glass factory in Buffalo. He wants to get Harry started in the research business.
Yeah, well,
My father just fell in love with him.
you did too.
Where's my hat? Where's my hat? Oh, thank you, George. Which is mine?
The middle one. And then right straight down there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope he's not driving. We still keep them in our pockets.
Did you know that Mary Hatch is back from school? Came back 3 days ago. Can you give me one good reason why you shouldn't call on Mary?
Sure, Sam Wainwright.
Wainwright's away in New York, and you're here in Bedford Falls.
And all's fair in love and war. All right, mother, old building and loan pal. I think I'll go out and find a girl and do a little passionate necking. Oh, wait a minute.
I think I got a date. But,
You think you have a date?
Hey, son?
Oh gosh, we always have a plan B.
We do.
Let's go out in the fields and take off our shoes and walk through the grass.
Huh?
Then we can go up to the falls. It's beautiful up there in the moonlight.
Have you gone crazy? Why, walk in the grass in my bare feet.
We're walking and talking. She don't want to get to know him.
Have you made up your mind?
How's that?
Have you made up your mind?
About what?
About coming in.
That's all.
I'll be downstairs, Mother.
All right, here.
In or aren't you?
Well, I'll come in for a minute. Let's get that dress.
Do you like it?
All right.
I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
Homesick? For Bedford Falls? See, it still smells like pine needles around here.
Thank you.
Just not the same vibe.
Nice about your brother Harry and Ruth, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all right.
Mother?
George Bailey, what's he want?
I don't know. What do you want?
You asked me to come in.
What did you come here for then?
I don't know. You tell me. You're supposed to be the one that has all the answers. You tell me.
Why don't you go home?
That's where I'm going.
Yes, old moss-back George.
She fake.
Well, just a minute. I'll call him George.
He doesn't want to speak to George.
Hi, Sam.
Well, George Baileyovsky.
I have a big deal coming up that's going to make us all rich. George has snapped up the idea, and he's going to build a factory outside of Rochester. How do you like that?
You tell your father you can get that for a song, and all the labor he wants, too. Half the town was thrown out of work when they closed down.
Stock, do you hear? And George, I may have a job for you. That is, unless you're still married to that broken-down building and loan here. The chance of a lifetime.
He can hear you. They're about to kiss.
He says it's the chance
They
of
are
a
not
lifetime.
focused.
And you're...
George.
Bipolar. George bipolar. This was quick. I was waiting for it though.
Annie, we're just two old maids now.
You speak for yourself, Miss B.
Right.
Look at this. There's the kitty, Ernie. Here, come on, count it, Mary.
Oh, I feel like a bootlegger's wife. Look!
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna shoot the works. So, come here, come here.
Back to life.
Don't look now, but there's something funny going on over there.
Oh, if you have any money in the bank, get it.
Let's not stop,
I'll
George.
be back in a minute, Mary.
We need our money. If it's in there.
What is this, Uncle Billy? A holiday?
George, how does a thing like this ever start? All I know is the bank called our loan.
When?
About an hour ago, I handed over all our cash.
All of it?
Every cent of it, and still was less than we owed them.
Holy mackerel.
We're not going to make it to the honeymoon.
Hello?
Oh, my gosh.
George, out to help in this crisis. I have just guaranteed the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs. They will close up for a week.
Gonna miss this one.
If you close your doors before 6 p.m., you will never reopen.
Yeah, who wouldn't be mad over their money?
Just remember that this
they work
thing
for.
isn't as black as it appears.
But, George, I got my money here. Did he guarantee this place?
Well, no, Charlie, I didn't even ask him. We don't need Potter over here. You're lending them the money to build, and then they're going to pay it back to you as best they can. Now, what are you going to do? Foreclose on? Well, now, that's what...
60 days.
Shed, old man Potter will pay 50 cents on the dollar for every share you got.
Do this thing. If Potter gets a hold of this building on loan, there'll never be another decent house built in this town. He's already got charge of the bank. Well, you didn't lose your house, did you? You think Potter would have let you keep it? Can't you understand what's happening here? Don't you see what's happening? Potter isn't selling, Potter's buying. I got $2,000.
Look, he quick. I got $2,000.
Send us over to the bank reopens. All right, Tom, how much do you need?
242.
What do you need?
Yeah, they're being selfish.
I suppose $20.
$20.
20 or 300.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, now, Miss Thompson, how much do you want? 4, 3, 2, 1. Bingo! We made it! A toast to Mama Dollar and to Papa Dollar. Holy mackerel, I'm Mary. Where's Mary? Mary! The train's gone.
The money's gone.
320 Sycamore. Well, what? Whose home's that?
Who bought us a home?
The Waldorf Hotel.
Who wants to see Liverpills on their honeymoon? We want us romantic places, beautiful places, places George wants to go.
It will do.
Entree, monsieur. Entree.
Look at the positive, not the negative. Life hacks.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey. This is what I wished for.
I knew it was loving him. Or something to that.
You hear what he said, Mr. Bailey?
What's that?
I own the house. Me, Giuseppe Martini, I own my own house.
Hey, kid, here, get in here. One at a time, get right up in the seat. Got it. Go. All in.
No seat belts.
Hee-haw!
Sam Wainwright.
Oh, who cares? Bread, that this house...
No, Sam did not come back to town. I'm just your little rent collector.
This Bailey Park anymore. Look at it. By suckers who used to pay rent to you. Your Potter's Field, my dear Mr. Employer, is becoming just that. And are the local yokels making with those David and Goliath wisecracks?
You want people to back down in life and to do bad and poor so you can make a come up, and you're already rich. Make it make sense.
You George Bailey for a job.
As he should.
Bailey family's been a boil on my neck long enough.
You've met you, Mary. Nice
Goodbye.
meeting you. Bye,
Jane,
George.
glad to see
Come on, George. See you in the funny
Goodbye,
paper.
Sam.
Come on, Mary.
I suppose I'll find out sooner or later, but just what exactly do you want to see me about?
Also that for a number of years I've been trying to get control of it. Or kill it. But
You just want to control everything.
you have been stopping me. That kept our heads. You saved the building and loan. I saved all the rest.
45.
45. 45. Bailey is not a common, ordinary yokel. He is an intelligent, smart, ambitious young man to sit by and watch his friends go places because he's trapped. Yes, sir, trapped into frittering his life away. Yes, run my properties. George, I'll start you out at $20,000 a year.
That's heaven back then, huh?
You're not talking to somebody else around here, are you? You know, this is me. You remember me? George Bailey.
George Bailey. I'm offering you a 3 years contract at $20,000 a year starting today. Is it a deal or isn't it?
If it'd be possible for you to give me 24 hours to think it over.
Sure.
Hope he's being real. Yeah, we're shaking on it.
The things I'd say you were nothing but a scurvy little spider. And that goes for you, too.
I don't think he said nothing.
Airfields. I'm going to build skyscrapers.
We didn't do none of
100
that.
stories high. I'm going to build a bridge. But you want the moon?
Bring me
You
the
do?
moon.
Just say the word. I'll throw a lasso around it. Pull her down for you.
Why in the world would you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep from being an old maid.
You what?
Hi, baby. George Bailey Lasso Stork.
This is a stork.
She already has the name.
Mary had her
Now I
baby,
need more money.
a boy. Then she had another one. Mary had 2 more babies, but still found time to run the USO. Gower and Uncle Billy sold war bonds. George, 4F on account of his ear. George fought the Battle of Bedford Falls. On VE Day, he wept and prayed.
It's gonna snow again.
What do you mean it's gonna snow? Look at the headline there. You're all Harry!
Hi, you old 7 times the son of a gun. Congratulations. Well, how's Mother standing it? Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy come in here?
Oh, we stopped at the bank first.
But look, now tell me about it, will you? I'll be right back.
Carter, bank examiner.
Mr. Carter, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That wouldn't be one of the Bailey boys. You just can't keep those Baileys down. Now, can you, Mr. Potter? Inspector George would have gotten 2 of these medals if he had come.
Bad ear.
Yes.
Okay, but George is not jealous of his brother.
Good morning, Horace.
Oh, sure I am.
Well, then it's usually customary to bring the money with you.
Where'd the money go?
Finger there.
He only went to one person. The newspaper. He's not gonna give it to him because he's wrong and evil.
Hurry up.
Hello. Oh, yes, Harry. Yes, everything's fine. Well, my headache's $70,000. It's got to be somewhere.
Hello, George.
Yeah. No, here. Now, you're broke, aren't you?
I know, but...
What do you want to do? Hawk your
both
furs
broke.
and hat?
You George Bailey.
Back up. He married.
Say hello, New York, for me.
Yeah, sure I will.
I might want to wipe that off before he goes home, though.
Well, yeah, he wants the accounts payable to... What's the matter with you? Did you see Uncle Billy with any cash last night?
He had it on his desk counting it before he closed up.
That was a lot of money. Somebody been found it.
And did you put the envelope in your pocket?
He has to think.
All right.
Where's that money, you silly, stupid old fool? Where's that money? You realize what this means?
Well, gosh.
Did you bring the wreath? Yes, Daddy, did you bring the Christmas wreath?
What wreath?
Was it the Merry Christmas wreath with the window?
No, I was left at the office.
You're a big boy. You can get this star up, way up at the top.
There it is, dear.
All right, now fill in that little bare spot, right?
Must she keep playing that?
I have to practice it for the party tonight, Dad. Excuse me!
Have a hectic day?
Oh, yeah, another big red letter day for the Baileys.
Excuse you for what?
I burped.
All right, Tom.
Your kids are so innocent.
See, we'll do the ones anyway. TC-199.6. You'll be all right.
Of course, it's this old house. I don't know why we don't all have pneumonia. Drafty old
But
farm.
look how she made it look.
Why do we have to have all these
Really?
kids?
Where are you going?
Going up to see Susan.
You told me to write a play for tomorrow.
And we all have bad days. We cannot judge him off this bad day, especially knowing the situation. But again, we should not take it out on the kids. And most of us don't have the patience when we have bad days. It's just like, you know, I want to be alone. I want to be left alone. I'm about to explode. So it's just like, he's going to feel bad. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, what happened to you?
I want a flower.
Oh, Edna, where do you think you're going? We'll paste this together.
Can you paste it? I said, can you paste it?
And then you can dream about it. And it'll be a whole garden.
She ought to be out of bed in time to have her Christmas dinner.
Is that Zuzu's teacher?
Yes.
Let me speak to her. Hello. Hello, Mrs. Welsh. Without any clothes on. You know, maybe my kids aren't the best dressed kids, and maybe they don't have any decent clothes. Oh, that's stupid. Okay, that's fine, Mr. Welch. Give me a chance to tell you what I really think of your wife.
George,
Will you get out and let me handle this?
You might as well back up.
Dad, how do you spell hallelujah?
How should I know? What do you think I am, a dictionary? Tommy, stop that, stop it.
Why are you back in the room? Go into your room.
Play it over and over again. Now.
When we're trying to be in a holiday spirit.
Sorry. I didn't mean that. You go on and practice. Janie, go on. I told you to practice. Now go on, play.
Oh, Daddy. Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Janie, pray very hard.
Me too?
You too, Tommy. Hello?
Oh, there's a man over there from the DA's office, too, who's looking for you.
Please help me, Mr. Potter. Help me, won't you, please?
Now we beg
Can't
for
you see
help.
what it means to my family?
Well, he know you didn't.
Have you notified the police?
No, sir, I didn't want the publicity. Harry's homecoming tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to believe that. Well, hit him with the money.
I can't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
Well, what about all your other friends?
Well, they don't have that kind of money, Mr. Potter. You know that. You're the only one in town that can help me. $15,000 policy.
Yes, how much is equity in it?
$500.
$500. And you asked me to lend you $8,000. Miserable little clerk crawling in here on your hands and knees and begging for help. Swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriate.
You have my money. You stole it.
Malfeasance.
You don't call the police on me.
All right,
so
George.
annoying.
Go ahead.
If you're up there and you can hear me, show me the way.
You drink so much, my friend. Please go home, Mr. Bailey. This is Christmas Eve.
Bailey? Which Bailey?
How to read and write, you have to bawl around, eh?
Get out of here, Mr. Welch.
Wait a minute. I want to pay for my drink.
Never mind the money. You get out of here, quick.
That's what I get for praying.
The last time you come in here, you hear that, Nick?
Are we at a bridge? Like, no. And he gonna do it. He better not. You have like 5 kids in a week.
I didn't have time to get some stylish underwear. Wife gave me this on my last birthday.
Oh.
I passed away in it.
To save me.
George didn't need saved yet.
You didn't go through with it, did you?
But I get
Through
it.
with what?
Suicide.
He's the angel.
I had to act quickly. That's why I jumped in. I knew if I were drowning, you'd try to save me.
How'd you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you. I've watched you grow up from a little boy.
What are you, a mind reader or something?
Guardian angel.
Well, who are you then? Why'd you want to save me?
That's what I was sent down for. I'm your guardian angel.
That's what I
I
said.
wouldn't be a bit surprised. I don't know whether I like it very much being seen around with an angel without any wings.
Oh, I've got to earn them.
Comes in pretty handy down here, bub.
Oh,
Yeah. You have to pay to live down here on God's earth.
Now you don't understand. I've got my job.
Oh, shut up, will you?
Oh, I thought it was a sign.
You don't have to make all that fuss about it.
Since I was a kid. Must be that jump in that cold water.
It must be the angel.
Stop bleeding too, George.
What I need's a couple of good stiff drinks. How about you, Angel? You want a drink?
I want one, but maybe not.
Those are dry.
Here.
You have no car.
Well, I had a car, and it was right here. I guess somebody moved it.
Didn't
Oh, say, hey,
You must mean 2 other trees. You had me worried.
maybe I left the car up at Martini's. Well, come on, Gabriel.
Clarence.
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 Hey, look, I'm the boss. You want a drink or don't you?
Okay, all right. Double bourbon, will you? Quick, huh?
Okay.
Wait a minute. I got it. Mulled wine, heavy on the cinnamon and light on the cloves. Off with you, me lad, and be lively.
Mine, he's okay.
Okay. What's the matter with him? Never saw a neck act like that before.
Somebody's just made it.
Made what?
Every time you hear a bell rings, it means that some angel's just got his wings.
That does it. Out you two pixies go!
Why? You're a bartender. Walk around.
No, that's another thing. Where do you come off calling me Nick? Didn't I tell you never to come panhandling around here? Huh?
Who's that supposed to be?
Mr. Gower, look, this is George Bailey. Drumhead spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid. If you know him, you must be a jailbird yourself.
Oh.
Get me. I'm giving out wings.
You have no papers, no cards, no driver's license, no 4F card,
no family.
So long, mister. I'm going home.
Home? What home?
Now, shut up. Cut it out.
What home?
You're crazy. That's what I think. You're screwy.
How am I doing, Joseph?
Years ago.
Dance club now.
Big shot this town. I know fire and all.
Wonderful.
Kicked off the feet.
Hey, fire! 320 Sycamore. Now hurry up.
All right, 320 Sycamore.
Yeah, hurry up. Do. Come on.
Bill, my wife ran away 3 years ago and took the kid, and I ain't never seen you before in my life, see?
Oh, gosh.
Okay, just step on it. Just get me home.
Been lived in for 20 years.
Mary! Mary!
There is no Mary.
Bert, Ernie, what's the matter with you two guys? You were here on my wedding night. You both of you stood out there on the porch and sung to us. Don't you remember?
Mother, what do you want?
Mother, this is George. Please let me come in and keep me here until I get over it.
Get over what? I don't take in strangers. Met him ever since he lost his business. And if you ask me, that's where you belong.
Wowzers.
I know how, too. The last man I talked to before all this stuff started happening to me was Martini. All I know is this should be Bailey Park.
It's a graveyard.
Every man on that transport died. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry.
You did so much in this life.
I'm not supposed to tell.
Please, Clarence, tell me what she is.
You're not going to like it, George.
Where is she?
She's an old maid.
Oh, gosh. Mary's not going to know you either, though.
Oh, there must be some easier way for me to get my wings.
Mary, it's George. Don't you know me? What's happened to us?
I don't know. You let me go.
Mary, please. Oh, don't do this to me, please.
Somebody call the police.
Somebody hit him on the head with a bottle.
You need a straight jacket.
Clarence! Help me, Clarence, please. Please. I want to live again. You all right? Hey, what's the matter? Now get out of here, Bert, or I'll hit you again. Get out of here.
What the Sam Hill you yelling for, George?
You... My mouth's bleeding, Bert. My mouth's bleeding. Oh, about that! Merry Christmas!
And we appreciate it more.
Hey, hello, Bedford Falls! Mary! Well, hello, Mr. Bank Examiner. Have you seen my wife?
Oh, that makes me
Mary,
Kids! Look at you. Oh, I could eat you.
Because life can be so hard and throw so much at you, like I said. But we have to remember the important things. You know, what did we accomplish while we lived? You know, and not dwell on negative. And not dwell
Where's your
on
mother?
it.
Let me touch you. Are you real? What's happened to me?
I have no idea what happened.
miracle. It's a miracle.
What's the miracle?
Who's gonna come, Daddy? Daddy?
Come in, Uncle Billy. Everybody.
Another run on the bank?
And he wanted to end it all. Only if we ask for help.
I'm not gonna go, George. I changed my mind.
Everybody but Potter that has our money.
I wouldn't have a roof over my head if it wasn't for you, George.
Mr. Martini, how about some wine?
And it's a party.
Right in the middle of it, as soon as I got Mary's telegram. Good idea, Ernie, a toast. To my big brother, George, the richest man in town.
Richest man now.
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about It's a Wonderful Life. Black and white movies, it's not my cup of tea. We already know that. I've been saying it. It's not my cup of tea. But what I liked about this movie, personally, was the storyline of it, was the storytelling of it. We met George, and I love that we seen him grow up, and we see the process of that, you know, so it wouldn't have no red flags, you know, no guessing or confused. And he had big dreams. He had big imagination, like most of us do. But like I said, life can throw so much at you, you know. And even though life kept throwing stuff at him, first when his dad passed away, he didn't want to give up on the business, you know. He wanted to keep it going. When a brother got back, you know, he went to college. He got the college experience because of George. He gave his money to his brother. His brother went and he made accomplishments. Then it say he was in sports. Did it say NFL? And then he went to the Army. He was met by the president, you know. And it's not that George was jealous of him, but George wanted to live that life, you know. George wanted to do so much. He didn't get to do that much. He was a family man before he knew it. He was a family man before he knew it. Like me personally believe, most of us, we don't follow that big dream or that big imagination. Once again, because life throws so much at you. It's not that you didn't stay focused. It's not that you didn't really want it. Life threw so much at you to where you just kept falling down. You kept getting behind and behind and behind. And before you know it, life passed you by. And I feel that's exactly what happened to George. George lost faith. He lost hope. What tipped it off was the money. You know, we're going to jail for this. You know, we're going to lose the business for this. Everything's going to go down the drain. I'm going to be broke. I have a family. You know, so much goes through your mind. And a lot of us can relate. We work 24/7. We have to pick up extra hours, extra shifts. When you have kids, more hours you have to put in. And that's another reason why I've been kind of late. I was sick like a week ago, 2 weeks ago with the COVID. But honestly, yes, I'm going to have to work on the weekends. And that's going to make us go further back with the movies. I'm going to try to stay work consistent. But again, I have kids, you guys. I have kids, and you have to work for a living, you know. You have to put in the time and the effort in to make a living. And most of us do struggle. Nobody's born, most of us, because some people are born rich. But most of us, we're not born rich. We was born with this life, and we have to make the best of it. And we have to make the best out of it. So when you grow up and your parents struggling, it's most likely you're going to struggle when you get older. You have to work 24/7. But again, you do have to stay focused. And again, you still can make it, but with help. Like you said at the end, when you have friends, you will never fail. Some of us don't even have friends. Some of us don't even have friends. I'm going to have you guys, and you guys are awesome. You guys are my friends, and you guys are the reason why we're building the platform. But in real life, yeah, I don't have no friends. I don't have no friends. I don't have nobody to, you know, help me out and go that extra mile. But we're willing to work. We're willing to put in the effort, the extra time, even when we're tired, blood, sweat, and tears. There's people that's willing to do it. But what we have to understand is you only have one life. And with that life, we should all be grateful for it. And I definitely feel like this is what that was. This is being grateful for the little things. This is seeing everything you have done in this life. But you have to recognize it. You know, you have to recognize it. People feel like, you know, just because I didn't have this big dream or I don't have a lot of money, I'm a failure. What did I do with my life? And I do believe that's normal to feel that way, especially when you're struggling day in and day out and day in and day out. But again, sometimes, I'm going to say sometimes because I'm not going to say all the time. Sometimes God is looking out for you. And in this movie, he looked out for George. You know, he was broke this whole movie. It ended with him being the richest man, not Potter. I wanted Potter to come through the house and give him back his $8,000. Like, that made me mad. And let's talk about Potter, him being evil and conniving just because he's wealthy and he's rich. And he didn't have no friends. He didn't have no friends. He literally robbed people blind, took their money in and out, in and out. The only friend he had was the one pushing his wheelchair. And I wouldn't even say that was a friend because he didn't even say a word. So again, you see the difference. You see the difference, you know, in George and in Potter. So I love the storytelling of George's life. Seeing the big outcome, seeing the bigger meaning. And that's being grateful. That's having faith and hope and If your family's happy, you have a roof over your head, and you have something to eat and clothes on your back, you should be happy. Of course, the media and social media and all that makes it feel like you should have this, you should have that. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the bigger picture. And media, social media, and having name brands, that's not really life. That's material. Of course, you dream it, but it's not really life. That's not something you should be OMG happy for at the end of the day. Like, you know, you should be happy for your family. Be happy for your kids. Be happy for you. Be glad you guys have food on the table and you get to celebrate Christmas. Growing up, I didn't celebrate it at all. First of all, we grew up Jehovah's Witness, which I don't even believe in. I don't even think we grew up Jehovah's Witness. I mean, we went to the hall. We went to church with the Jehovah's Witness. But at the end of the day, I do believe it's because my mom was broke. And that was her excuse. We don't celebrate it because of this. You know, I feel like now that I'm older, I feel like I look at it that way. Because now she's not no Jehovah's Witness. I mean, we have the same Bible. We believe in it somewhat. But yeah, no. When you're young, you have imagination. You have big dreams. But again, some of us don't make it to the big dreams. It's a wonderful life. Just be grateful for what you do have. And we're going to end it like that. About this personally was the storytelling of it and the bigger picture of it. So let me know down in the comments how you guys feel. Well, are we going to talk about it or are we going to ignore it? Let's talk about it.